Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bound. Today I'm going to bring you some Japanese F2A-ADTW gameplay, the F2A being the new 13.0 premium in the Japanese tech tree. Very interesting plane, basically an F-16 on steroids with that extra large wingspan. It allows it to turn. This is kind of the new king of the dogfighters, as I put in the thumbnail. This thing, it's kind of a monster when it gets into any kind of turn fight. You sacrifice a little bit of top speed, but its ability to turn inside basically anything is just absolutely phenomenal. It's a joy to fly. I've had a lot of fun with it. In terms of the loadout, we'll just quickly run through it. It's fairly straightforward. I'm not really much of a ground player, so I'm not going to go through the bomb stuff. We're just going to look at the missiles. We've got the 4 AIM-7Ms and the 4 AAM-3s. The AAM-3s are kind of like AIM-9Ms with a bit more pull. The AIM-7Ms, of course, we all know about them. Sparrows, not the best, but we can make them work. One last thing before we start, guys. Obviously, I'm a small content creator. Any way that you can support the channel through likes, comments, etc. massively appreciated. It's a huge boost to a small channel, so thank you. I also stream on Twitch Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, so make sure you come check that out too. Anyway, enough of me talking. Fly safe, boys. Enjoy the games. And here we are in game 1 on the new Falklands map. Interestingly enough, I'm quite enjoying this map, to be perfectly honest. We've got some low rolling hills, a few cliffs and valleys and stuff. You can really get in there and get in the terrain, which is very useful in this particular plane, as it happens. Typical strategy for this plane early on in the game, I'm going to move off to the left, stay low. With most planes, I like to go high, but in this thing, I feel like being down on the deck is the better option. And here we're just looking at all our options here. We've got an F4S, another F4S, and F20, quite a bit of presence going on right here. We get a nice lucky shot in the head on that for us. He wasn't really maneuvering or paying attention, made it nice easy for us. Well, we're just scanning for targets, seeing who we could potentially get a missile off. We try a bit of a gutsy AIM-7M there. The AIM-7M's definitely a weaker part of the kit, quite frankly. You can make them work and you can get a few kills with them, but I struggle with these missiles. I recently heard that they're actually AIM-7Fs according to the game. There's no difference between an M and an F, so I think we're losing some very old missiles with the 7Ms. I don't know if that's true or not. Well, I'm fairly confident in the source, but at the same time, certainly would be nice to get that fixed. We see an FA-18 approaching us, so we spool up the AIM-7M and send it, and then we send an AAM-3 as well. Both missiles actually hit. Just for some context here, guys, if you didn't know, top tier has been a complete mess over the past few days. Since the patch, missiles haven't been working at all properly, so some of this footage is recorded after that was fixed, and some of it's recorded before. If you see any funky missile behavior, that's what's going on. We continue towards the fight now. We've got SU-33 ahead of us, who it looks like we're kind of focusing on right now. We've got 2 of those AIM-7Ms left to sling. 6 kilometers. Feeling like that might be a good launch window, so we send it. Keeping an eye on these guys below us. Don't want to get sneaked by an R-73 or an R-27ER from straight below. It will not be good for us. Looks like the AIM-7M has not successfully tracked the Su-33. Does look like our teammates have the situation control below us, so we're going to stick with the Su-33 for now. We're watching the scoreboard, keeping an eye out behind us, keeping an eye on the RWR, making sure that nobody's going to sneak up on us. So easy to tunnel vision in this game, and I'm guilty of it just like everybody else. Really do try and take a moment when you're playing, guys, to really consider the implications of the engagement that you're about to make. You know, make survival rather than kills your main priority. So here we send our last radar missile. We're not confident about hitting this, to be perfectly honest. He's nearly made it to his airfield now. Puts us in a bit of a difficult situation. Once again, the missile fails to connect. I have one last plan. I'm going to try the sneaky maneuver. Let's get below these hills. Wait for him to land. Oh, your boy's only done landed. Alright, nice little tip this, guys. If you've got someone landed on the airfield, you've got an infrared missile, you can send them a lot further than you think. Because when the enemy isn't moving, these things can fly pretty far, right? You just try your best to get a lock. There you go, come on, there you go, baby, that's it, that's it. And then you loft it nice and high, send it up so it comes down on his head. You never even have to get it within range of the old Rolands, those cheeky really Rolands. Oh, you're in trouble, Mr. Su-33. Bonk. Ah, feels good. GG. Nice little 3K, happy with that. We are with game number 2. We're on Denmark. Approaching from the left once again, staying nice and low. We've spotted this Su-27 sneaking along on the side. Let's see if we can introduce him to an AIM-7M. Putting our faith in these missiles once again. Let's hope they do something for us. Come on, spatters. Do your work. Bing, there's the critical hit. That's what we'd like to see. Looks like we're going to have to put more effort into finishing this guy off, though. The critical hit must have done some serious damage, because he's basically giving us the easy shot right now. Fox 2 takes him down. Dip our nose down to get some speed back. Look at this thing accelerate. It's just a joy to fly. And as we make our way back into the fight, an Su-27 seems to be locking us up from the right, so we're just going to keep our plane nice and low to the ground, take advantage of the multipathing. Got a bit of a fight going on ahead of us. Eurofighter and a JF-17 fighting an Su-27 and F-15. I'm trying to just rope this guy in a little bit. The Su-33, obviously a deadly missile loadout, but not maneuverable at all. We should be able to make very short work of him, assuming he doesn't pull off some magic with the AOA button. The good old funny button. Send a Fox 2. We cross our fingers. We pray. Seems to have forgotten where the flare button is. He takes the crit. Just like our opponent seems to have forgotten where the flare button is, I seem to have forgotten where the air brake button is. Air brake and afterburner. On signature move. Let's go, look at him. It's a testament to the power of this plane's engine that it still manages to keep going. There you go, air brake's closed now. Su-33, F-15. Who are we going to encounter first? We do still have a couple of AIM-7Ms. If any of them go high, it might be worth taking a snipe. Looks like now's our chance to join the fun. Oh, you're in trouble. Good night, sweetheart. Take his elevator out. Left him in a very bad state. I'm going to turn 90 degrees on this Su-30 in case he sends some of those nasty missiles towards us. Here comes the Su-30 now. Get over his nose. Pop the air brake for a second, slows him down a bit. Bring it back in, afterburner on. We're right on his 6 now. And we're basically stuck to him like glue. He's gonna have some serious trouble getting rid of us. There goes his wing. I shouldn't mock the Su-27 when he's spinning like that. Need to respect these planes until they're actually destroyed. Those R-73s have died many, many times to people who I thought were destroyed. We have our teammate fighting the Gripen in the distance. Let's head over there. Help them out. Finally pick up the kill for the Su-30. That was a bit of a dangerous AIM-7M. We could well have team killed there. We need to be careful with those missiles. Looks like these two are having a serious fight because they're both going very slow right now. I feel a little bit bad for coming in and poaching this kill, but on the other hand, you know, who knows, maybe my friend was about to die and I just saved his life. At the end of the day, it's ARB. Poacher's gonna poach. 4K, let's go. Forgot I had a cheeky Silver Lion booster on there. 474,000 Silver Lions. Go on then, love. Here we are with game number 3. Sees us once again coming in from the left. Trying to strike at unaware enemies with the AIM-7Ms at the start of the game, staying relatively low. Sending out our AIM-7Ms at this Su-34. Not having much luck with them, sadly. Suddenly a teammate manages to connect. Looks like with an AIM-120. Give him a cheeky hit just to get the critical hit. Make sure we get an assist for that. Honestly, the new severe damage mechanic makes me so much happier about, you know, coming in and giving people a little love tap when they're already destroyed just to get a cheeky assist, you know. You do sometimes end up stealing kills every now and again, but thankfully it's not too often now. Used to be a lot worse. Send a long, long boy at this Su-33, and it surprisingly connects. Took me by surprise, that one. Happy with that, though. Nice kill. Sometimes the AIM-7Ms, they do surprise you. Most of the time, they're bloody useless. Considering chasing this JF-17, I think he's going to run away for the next 10 minutes. So let's go and get involved in the fight over here. MiG-29 appears. A little bit sketchy taking one of these guys head on. Luckily for us, he doesn't have any of his radar missiles left, or we could have been in trouble there. We're not going to try and turn into that. I'm too nervous about that Eurofighter a little bit further behind us, so we're just going to keep our speed up. We're going to head into the terrain, and we're going to see what we can do. fairly certain we can see a couple of enemies fighting a teammate around here. So let's come in and see if we can help this boy. Our friend in another F2A. We'll launch a missile at the Su-33. That Eurofighter comes up though, we're going to have to deal with him. Su-33 missile connects. Beautiful shot with the cannon. Bang, bang. Oh, is there any better feeling? Draw that excitement, I think we're going to have to go and refuel and rearm. We're down to 6 minutes of fuel and this thing sure does guzzle it as soon as the afterburner is on, so we'll head back to base. After a very long wait, we're finally in a position to strike the JF-17. We've launched Name 7M at him. It looks like it's good, but it connects and does nothing. Sadly, the missile issue's still very much present. The JF-17 fires back at us. I'm fairly confident in my ability to notch this. And then I failed miserably. Very embarrassing. We are badly damaged but not destroyed. The enemy gets taken out. This leaves us in a weird situation where we're spinning. We don't actually get the death for this game. I'm going to consider this a win. I'm going to consider this a win. Okay guys, that's all we have for now. If you're still here, thank you very much for sticking around. I'm hoping to motivate myself to turn this into something of a series, so I would really welcome any kind of criticism or feedback about how this was presented. And also if there's any vehicles that you would like to see me fly out in a video like this, please do let me know. Anyway, that's all from me guys. Thanks for watching. Fly safe.